This is the technical difficulties we're playing Citation needed.
Carry on, Tom.
Joining me today, he reads books, it's Chris Joel.
Now available in pill form.
Everybody's favourite Gary Brannan. Gary Brannan.
Burn the cities. Salt the earth so that nothing may ever there grow again. Can I do that again? Because I really screwed that up.
And the bountiest man on the internet, Matt Gray.
Hello, live studio audience!
In front of me, I've got an article from Wikipedia, and these folks can't see it. Every fact they get right is a point and a ding. And the special prize for particularly good answers, which is...
Mystery Biscuits! Oh, yeah.
And today we are talking about the $100 hamburger.
Whoa!
Tastes crap, no beef in it. Just
What?
2 bread buns, dollars. This seems like a waste!
Worst thing was all ones.
Oh, at least there's fibre content there. I was thinking a single 100, which would just look lousy.
And now, Gary Brannan's burger opinions.
Yeah. Too many things on top. Right.
McDonald's.
Oh, depending on what you get, all right.
Wimpy.
Oh, by far the superior because they give their prices in pence. And it comes on a plate, like a civilised person.
Wimpy comes on a plate.
Wimpy's, if you go into a Wimpy, and there's not many left, I'll mark you, they come on a plate with like a knife and fork. Phrasing! They do. They do. Is this one that's been invented by a chef as ostensibly a publicity stunt and needs something like Wagyu beef or something like that?
Those do exist. I'm fairly sure there's like $1 million burger with gold leaf or something out there, but this is not that. It's not actually even a hamburger.
Is it the genetically grown in a Petri dish kind of one that they did?
Oh, no, that's a lot more... Well, right now, that's a lot more expensive.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's at least like 200 or something like that.
If it was only 100 quid to grow your own burger without a cow.
I was going to say it would still be cheaper to slaughter a cow.
Is it a person from Hamburg?
Oh! Or
No,
anyone with the right to vote in a township.
It's a phrase.
A burger is someone who has a burgage and is therefore holds a burgage plot and has the right to vote in a town. Really? Thank you very much. Yeah.
I am learning.
Archivist fact. $100 hamburger is certainly about food, but this is slang for something you might do in general aviation.
Is this Elvis?
Oh, you have jumped ahead in my script, but you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give you the point.
Yes, this is the fool's gold loaf that he...
Yes. So what's a $100 hamburger then? Before we get into the fool's gold.
Is it where someone rocks up and goes, I'm going to get a burger, and I'm going to go in a plane to get the burger, and then eat the burger in the sky, and go, ha ha ha, sky burgers?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give you the point there. It's basically an excuse to use your plane and flight and keep your hours up. I'm going to go get a hamburger from that place.
Wimpy.
I would love to see you try and land a plane at a Wimpy.
Bowling alleys.
Slipping.
Also, that would be a 10,000 pence hamburger.
In the environs we're talking of in York, there's a ring road around the bowling alley. Now, if you were to do that about 1 a.m, I reckon it'd be quiet enough to get a Cessna down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Wimpy's not open. Elvis.
Well, I forget. I think he heard about it at a party, as Elvis would, in the jungle room. But my mum and dad went to Graceland, and I think it can be described as disappointing. And
I went there a long, long while ago.
It looks like a 60s council planning officer's self-designed house. Is how it looks. It looks really poor from the outside.
That's a really specific gag, but he's right. He's absolutely right.
It's this, but Elvis heard about this thing. Is it a loaf of bread that's hollowed out and it's full of peanut butter and jam and banana and it's fried?
You've missed. It's not banana. It's something even worse for you than
jelly,
Banana ice cream.
bacon.
Oh, I forgot the bacon.
It is
bacon
an
jam.
entire loaf. We're not talking like a small. I'm going to give you a point. It's not like a little one. It is a full loaf, hollowed out, filled with a couple pounds of bacon and peanut butter and grape jelly. So jam. Yeah.
Oh, jam. Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Well, jelly's all wobbly.
It's not a children's treat now, is it? That's the good news.
Roughly how many calories does the fool's gold loaf?
all of them.
Yeah.
All right, Price is Right rules. Closest without
There's
going
not
over.
a number, there's just a letter.
It's got an about in here. And bear in mind, the bread is baked with like margarine and oil and things like that in it as well.
10,000.
10,000?
I think it's about a daily allowance. I think it's about 2,500.
15,000.
Gary wins. It's 8,000.
Oh,
Price is Right
holy
rules.
barely.
It is 4. I'm still giving you the point.
Yeah.
It is 4 days worth of food.
Every evening.
Because doesn't he sort of gets everyone together, goes to his private jet, flies 4 hours or something to wherever this place is that makes it. They have some waiting in an aircraft hangar for him. I assume that's because he can't waddle out of the aircraft hangar at this point in time. They sit on the steps of the plane, scoff it, and then fly home.
Mystery biscuits. Oh yeah.
Where do you get this? I'd like to try some of it.
Right. So it was made by a restaurant called the Colorado Mine Company in Denver, Colorado, which is quite a way away from where they were.
Memphis to Colorado.
In Memphis, yes.
Who invents this? You can't do that by mistake. It's not like a Bakewell pudding, or anything like that. That is generally someone has seen bread, jam, bacon, peanut butter. Go for it. Whatever happens, happens.
That's a common American sandwich, though, not the size quantity.
Peanut butter and jelly, isn't it? But
Yeah,
sticking
peanut
the
butter
bacon
and jelly is a normal thing, but the bacon as well. You are pretty much right. Taking his private jet from Graceland, Presley and his friends purchased 30 of them.
Whoa!
You can't open a window on that plane. I mean, that's a long 4 hours.
they
back.
They didn't turn the engines on, though. They just sat at the back and waited.
Yeah, they never left the airport. They invited the pilots to join them as
I
well.
think the pilots would be well advised to lock the door.
There is also something called the Elvis sandwich, and you got some of the ingredients of this earlier.
This is I've had one, or something that
blimey.
claims to be one, in a burger place vaguely near here. And it was a lot of food.
Does it start with a slice of Elvis?
Because the one I've had was banana, peanut butter, bacon, and...
That's it. You've got the ingredients. You're absolutely right.
Peanut butter, bacon, banana.
Peanut butter, bacon, banana.
Well, so that's not as bad as it could be, then.
Well, no, but
If you're ordering one, don't order the chips. You don't need them. Don't order bacon chips either, because you really don't need them.
In a sandwich that pretty much killed Elvis and thought, how could we make this more deadly?
again, I'm going to give you a point. It's the sandwich that killed Elvis.
Yeah. Well, not specifically one.
No,
The
no.
many sandwiches that killed Elvis.
No, there was just one. It was at the back of the theatre that night.
just waiting. I mean, Elvis was known for a ludicrous calorie intake.
I thought he was famous for singing.
That's it.
I mean, he was famous for
don't
many
think
things.
They just found it afterwards. Oh, you can sing.
He could hold
the
a
answer-
tune.
the
I
answer-
don't think that the massive calorie intake got him that Vegas residency, Tom.
I don't know, hoovering up the all-you-can-eat buffet, what's left?
Oh, don't.
All he can eat, yeah. Last time I went to this, it's a shaming story, but I'm going to share it with the world because this needs to be out there. Last time I went to an all-you-can-eat buffet, right?
Oh, boy.
I had a few beforehand. I mean, there's a picture of like a big jug of, lager appearing on the table, and it's one of these world buffets. It's underground. There's no windows. You can go in there and not be judged and just eat whatever. You want a Yorkshire pudding with custard and chicken tikka in it? Gonna do it, right? Can happen. I didn't. They were on separate
They
plates.
didn't have
right?
any
It's fine.
custard, he had to use Pepto-Bismol.
There was one point later on, they have an ice cream section. And it has right, and this was later in the evening, and I wanted some ice cream, right? And a man handled the lid open. Only after I realised it should be opened by a staff member, but whatever.
Man,
yes.
And you doing the thing where you take a plate and then you leave the plate and take the tray.
Yeah, right. There's a point where I saw this lovely yellow sphere there. I was like, oh, that's a lovely looking bowl of like lemon sorbet. It's got a little bit of chocolate on it. That's exactly what I fancy right now. Popped it on my plate and I was chased by someone because I'd picked up a plastic ball pool ball that had chocolate on it as decoration.
Stuff that looks like food near an all-you-can-eat buffet is a recipe.
Well, that was my argument.
Thanks, Matt. No one
I'm
else
the only
liked it.
one that like that.
There's a reference. Increasing fuel prices mean that Cessna now costs about $95 to $130 per Hobbs hour to rent. What is a Hobbs hour?
It's got an imaginary tiger in it.
Sadly, no E, but it would be good.
Screw that then.
Flying hours, or is it the time you're in the air or something like that? Or the time you're off the tarmac as opposed to fanning around getting on the runway?
Yes. What might you measure that with?
Hobnobs.
A big tape measure.
For time.
Don't judge me, it's the way it's always worked for me.
You should see his watch.
It's 37 inches this afternoon.
Chronometer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. What's the chronometer called?
Jeff.
Swing and a miss. The clue is in the question.
The Hobbs chronometer.
Yes, it's a Hobbs meter. It is a
Yeah, I've got 7 hobs.
It is a meter that measures hours in the air. But how do you measure that? How do you rent an aircraft and work out the time it's been flying for?
Is it triggered by when the wheels go up?
If you're renting the plane, you want your Hobbs meter to not run for as long as possible, because while it's running, then you're paying. So what system are they using to make sure that people don't cheat it?
Airspeed meter that only comes in above the stall speed?
Yes, you are absolutely right. And in fact, I'm going to give you a point for landing gear as well.
Okay.
Pressure switch attached to landing gear, or an airspeed sensing vane under a wing. Either way, make sure it's up.
Does that mean they do a lot of stalling to get some free hours out of it?
Well,
Stall all the way down and then fly back up again?
this is one of the things. It used to be how long the electrical system was on. How did people get around that?
Are they gliding to land?
More than that.
Just doing long glides.
Just not turning the electrics on?
Yes, absolutely right. Flying with the electrics off.
Oh, boy.
Get up in the air, get going, because once you started, you don't need the electrics.
Oh, because
Turn
it's
it off.
a engine.
Yeah, spend 20 minutes with no radar or
No cigarette lighter.
No radio.
Oh.
and no radio, and
Yeah, but your phone's
Don't
got battery, so keep playing the music, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but you keep getting those notifications from Spotify, and the next time you know, on about it.
yes, there is also tach time.
Tachometer.
Yes, I have a point. What's that measuring?
Distance tachometer, like in a lorry.
Not in this case, not for a plane. What-
Plane not on motorway.
Unless something has gone very wrong. Or unless you want to rock up outside York Mega Bowl at 1 in the morning.
You won't be laughing when I do that in the 737.
I will.
At which point we smash cut to like 5 days later, just York local news. Man lands 737 at York.
You said I
Mega Bowl.
couldn't do it!
It's the speed that the engine is rotating.
Oh, is it amount of rotations of the propeller or whatever?
Yes. So if it's
Idling
designed to
time
run
and-
at 2400 RPM, you can reduce your tach time by making the aircraft go a bit slower and a bit safer.
So if you've been out for say 20 minutes on your normal timer, and then your tach time says you've been out for 3 hours worth, they know you've been bombing around going.
I'm not entirely certain that's the noise that a little Cessna makes, as opposed to a Spitfire.
It is when he's making that noise, innit?
I'll tell you what, I've been on a plane with you. He just does that constantly. It's-
With the flying helmet and the like.
yeah, you get funny looks at Stansted when he's.
As you walking past the queue to get on, shouting, "I'm the driver!"
Driver, yes.
Yes.
Which, to be fair, when you're going down the motorway outside
Well,
your
I
Mega Bowl at 1 in the morning. At the end of the show. Congratulations, Gary. You win this one.
Hey!
You win a visit.
I love the way even you're cringing and you wrote it.
You win a visit to a late night electrically boosted bathing spray run by a member of boy band Another Level. It is Dane Bauer's After Hours Power Showers. You try writing a description for shower that doesn't include the word shower. With that, we say thank you to Chris Joel. Bye, everybody. To Gary Brannan. To Matt Gray. I've been Tom Scott. We'll see you next time.